In this new video course, we're going to talk about Blender geometry nodes and we're going to see a little bit of procedural modeling. Blender geometry nodes basically is a visual and procedural system to create geometry and manipulate it, transform it using Blender. So Blender, it's free and open source. We created other video courses in Blender dedicated to other topics like digital sculpting and architecture design. So this in particular will be concentrated on Blender geometry nodes, and we will talk about how to create essentially things for architecture or for landscaping or character using a different method, a different way. So we're going to see which are the pros and cons in using this system instead of the basic and more classic way to create models. And we're going to see how it's structured. So it's going to be based essentially on inputs and other nodes which will process the information, and it's going to be based more on information rather than visually modeling, visually creating objects. It's going to be based on data, and it's kind of a programming way to do things. So this is why it's called also visual programming, visual scripting. And similar applications that come in my mind is Grasshopper, um, are Grasshopper, and also Natron. So they work with procedural visual scripting, procedural modeling, parametric modeling, and nodes, and a similar like dashboard, a similar screen. And also, I remember about Nuke and the open source alternative of Nuke, which is Natron, which also work with this, and it is for compositing, and it works in a similar way. And again, this system has its own advantages and also, pros and cons. So this is an introduction to make you understand if you really need this or not, if you are curious, and if it's something that perhaps you can use or not use. So essentially, you will generate things like random things, like for example terrains or organic shapes, and also buildings, as we can read here, and more precise distribution of instances, and so you can manipulate a lot of instances without actually going like one by one. So it's a way to manage complex objects in a more effective way. And so once we get to start with the initial scenes, you will understand better, of course. Now, everything, again, it starts with an input and then it ends with outputs. And there are like many nodes and operations that you can do in between these two main phases. And if you want to know more, there's also a manual here. So if you look for the geometry nodes manual in Blender, that's free, and you can get there and try to dive deep into the many types of node that you have and the topics and everything. And also you need to have Blender. So this part is for those of you who never used Blender before. So there is a Blender Studio version, which is not for free, and it's more professional, and it gives you access to other services. And then you have the blender.org site where you can donate, you can support, but this is basically free and open source. You can use it for Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and you can check also the previous version. Right now is 4.5, which is the last one, the latest at the moment. So you just download Blender and you save it in your, well, whatever folder you want to use. I'm going to save it here in the downloads. And again, you can donate to support Blender. Otherwise, if you can't, this is just free and open source forever, as is stated in the Blender website. So it's a really powerful software. We already created other video courses on this, and if you didn't check those, you can check them. Otherwise, you can just go directly into the procedural modeling with the geometry nodes if you're not interested. Now, to understand, we can initially, if you are not secure, if you're not sure that you want to try this, we'll just go for a quick search by image using any search engine, so you can have an idea of what we are talking about. And this is again similar to other visual scripting systems and applications. So you will find something similar, for example, in Unreal Engine, in Unity, even in Blender. When you work with the materials, you work with nodes and with the links. So by linking and processing the information through a series of nodes that will, be they will be there for you to be manipulated. You can always go back and forward. This is a non-destructive way to create things and to change them. So it's a powerful, again, management system if we compare it to others. But can also get really complex, and depending on the complexity also of your idea of what you want to realize in terms of geometry. So you have simple things, you have more complex things, and we're gonna try to go step by step and increase the level of difficulty video by video. We will see where we gonna get. And so this is also here another example of the dashboard of the nodes system. And you can see there is usually again some starting geometry and then some things we do with that. We transform it, we change it, we copy it, we can do all sorts of things, and then we have the end result. And if we get into those nodes, we can always change it without actually deleting and restarting. So you can see Blender now is downloaded. I'm gonna install it. So you just click on the file that you downloaded, double click, open it up, run the wizard. It's really simple. Just hit next, next, next. You can change if you want the directory where you want to install it. And once it's finished, you have that icon on the desktop. You're gonna double click on that, and you will be now inside Blender. And that's again the latest version. You can take the preferences from previous version of Blender that you used. You can change the language, you can change the color of the interface, and all of this stuff is explained again in the Blender video courses if you're interested. Now, what I want to show you here at the top, you have a geometry node interface, which is already set up for you. So you have the scene panel at the right, the settings panel on the right, as usual, but the middle part it's based on geometry nodes. And the most important part is the bottom one, where you see this dashboard, like gray area. And if you click on the new button, it's going to create a new kind of empty, because we don't have anything going on here. We just have an input node and an output node, and nothing is happening in there. So we didn't change anything about the scene. We can see the cube as it is when we open up Blender. One thing also to mention right away and to point out is that geometry nodes are basically a modifier. So you will find them into the modifier tab, and you can delete them from there, and you can also apply them as a modifier. And so it works as any other modifier in a way, and everything stays in that panel right there. So you can always change your mind and delete it and get it from there. Now I'm gonna close this, and just to finish this introductory guide on geometry nodes, again, you can check the manual, but also, and if you don't find it, just type Blender manual geometry nodes. You will find it in a search engine. And also, if you type geometry nodes sample file Blender, you will get into this one here, the first result, demo files. So if you open up these demo files, these are really interesting to start. And you can see that you have in many topics like cycles for the renderings, and then you have simulation, video sequencer, modeling, hair systems, and then you have geometry nodes. So you have here all the part concerning the geometry nodes, and you can start by studying this and to understand better what we are talking about. So this will be all for this introduction. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe to the channel to stay updated. If you want to join, this will support our channel and also will get you access before to the videos. And also check our other video courses in Blender and many other software like Grasshopper, Rhino, and much, much more. So thanks for watching and see you in the next.